What does self-love mean to you? And how do you practice self-love in your daily life? What are some common obstacles that prevent us from fully embracing self-love, and how can we overcome them? Welcome back to Joy Without Justification, everyone. Today we're going to dive deep into a topic that's essential for our overall well-being, and that is self-love. I'm your host, Denny, and I just want to ask you, are you ready to prioritize self-love? What's one small step that can take today to show yourself some love and compassion? How can we create a more supportive and loving community where self-love is celebrated and encouraged?
And I just want to say hello to everybody. This is Dan, the co-host, and I'm sitting here with our dog Apollo, who is in my lap supervising us in our little studio today.
So Dan, what does it mean to you to choose self-love every day?
Well, for me, and just a real brief, quick, minor history about my life. So, I didn't always have a perfect life. There was some very challenging times growing up. I was raised in, for all intents and purposes, a cult, and a fat little redheaded child who was gay. So, I was born, with a lot of complicated issues right there. And I joke, but I had no love for myself at all. I was very self-loathing. I was suicidal as a teenager, and just definitely hated myself. So what self-love is to me is turning all that around. It's prioritizing my own needs. It's setting boundaries. And it's practicing self-compassion. So definitely I was not compassionate with myself. It's something that I have to learn, and it's a discipline. It's you have to practice it. And it's about recognizing that I'm worthy and learning to treat myself with kindness and respect.
Yeah. And many people probably struggle with that on a daily basis when you've got, well, like you were saying, when you've got all this negativity being thrown at you, that a lot of what you then start saying in your head to yourself is a lot of that negative self-talk, and, you just start believing all that.
Absolutely, you do.
And so how can we overcome these challenges and start to cultivate a more stronger sense of self-love?
Well, it's a journey. And here's a few tips that I incorporated into my life, starting with positive affirmations. And I thought at first this was the hokiest sounding thing ever. I think Louise May was who I started listening to. And you're reconditioning your brain. So repeating positive statements about yourself daily to kind of shift your mindset. And your subconscious doesn't know really whether you're saying is truth or a lie. So even though you may not believe it, and I didn't believe that I had worth, I would still, give myself the positive affirmation. Mindfulness meditation is the practice that helps you stay present and connect with your thoughts and feelings without judgment. So it's just kind of being aware. It's kind of being aware what's going on in your body. Feel those sensations in your body. Feel, the air hitting you. Kind of use your peripheral vision to be present and kind of take in everything. And as thoughts come and go, let them come and dissolve on their own. Self-care rituals. Incorporate activities to nourish your body and soul. A nice warm hot bath after a stressful day. Reading. Spending time in nature. Whatever kind of centers you. This was a tough one for me because I had a huge problem with rejection. So learning to set boundaries and learning to say no and prioritize my needs. Because I was the type of a person that If you asked me to do something, even if I didn't want to do it, I was just going to do it because. So you got to learn to say no. And gratitude. You got to focus on every positive aspect of your life and express gratitude daily. And one thing for me that really kind of helped is if I would start to ruminate or get anxious, it was to go right in this moment, right now, everything's at peace. And what I think may happen in the future probably isn't even going to happen the way that I am imagining it. And right now I'm at peace. That's kind of a grounding effect for me. And just be grateful. Just be grateful for what you got in that moment right then and there. And definitely meditation. Just kind of sitting. And there's different kinds. We will break this down as we go. But, I started with a focused breath meditation. Now I practice shikantaza. But just find that meditation that works for you. So now we're going to maybe do like a meditation. And we just want you to kind of get comfortable. Sit, lie down, just be in the moment. And close your eyes if you can. And take a few deep breaths. Now, with each inhale, I want you to feel a sense of peace and calm that fills your body. And as you exhale, release any tension or stress. So imagine yourself surrounded by a warm, loving light. This light represents your own self-love and compassion. And allow this light to envelop you, allow it to soothe your mind and your body.
And we're going to repeat the following affirmation 3 times. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I am worthy of happiness and love. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I am worthy of happiness and love. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I am worthy of happiness and love. Now take a few more deep breaths. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. So we're back. And I want to touch on one of the things before we went into the meditation. I wanted to bring this up and about the self-care daily activities, you're bathing and that. Yeah. And, this is December already, so
hard to believe.
Yeah. But I sort of took part of this whole No Shave November thing.
Yeah.
That the hunters do and even though I don't hunt, I sort of left some facial hair grow. And today I may have to trim a little bit to everything, but I'm thinking of possibly keeping this. I'm starting to feel the enjoyment.
That's so funny. I was thinking about growing a beard again. I had one years ago, and when it all went white, I shaved it off because I'm an old ball gay man. So that's
we're
damaging.
At that age, our hair is going to be white.
Right.
So, right. But yeah, when you said that, I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know what? And probably a lot of other people are out there, you take your daily shower or your bath or whatever, and being No Shave November, I'm sorry, ladies, yes, this is only a man thing.
Well, they cannot shave their legs.
But, well, yeah. But, when you said that, I'm thinking, you know what? I may keep this beard. I may just want to keep it's itchy as living daylights, but I may just want to keep this on. You know what?
I've always hated to shave. Always. So I'm lazy, folks. So,
But the whole idea of getting in the shower and the relaxation you get from a nice warm shower, or if you take that few minutes on a day when you can and you get to soak in a nice warm bath.
Yeah.
Turn the music on your phone and just sit and relax in there. Yeah,
I think we all
that
kind
does
of
help a lot.
have our own ways of kind of de-stressing or whatever. Me would be music.
Yeah,
I love music, and especially upbeat, where I can move around a little bit, and
well,
yeah.
me, believe it or not, and he can tell you probably otherwise, but me, it's being in the kitchen. I just love that moment of being in the kitchen, whether I'm creating a dish to cook or even just standing there doing the dishes. I get that few minutes of peace and alone time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the part he can probably tell you about is if he comes out in the kitchen while I'm busy.
He chases me right out.
And gets in my way. He knows. But anywho. So let's talk a little bit about some practical steps on how to integrate self-love into our daily lives. So,
Okay.
Dan, what are some daily habits we can incorporate?
These are a few suggestions that I have done, journaling. So kind of writing out your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. I really started focusing on this during some mental health treatments that were psychedelic. We will definitely do a program on that. Spend time alone. Engage in activities that you enjoy. So I like to read. I'm a reader. So I can do that. Practice self-compassion. That's one that, was hard for me because I was such a negative person. But treat yourself with kindness and understanding. We give grace to everybody around us. We don't do it to ourselves. We're all just, there's no manual to this life. There isn't. We have religion. We have education. We think that those things point to the way, and they may for you. And I'm not meaning to be like anti-religious or anti-whatever, but, we're pointed in a direction and we give grace to everybody and we don't give grace to ourselves. So limit the negative self-talk. So challenge negative thoughts and replace them into positive affirmations. So, for example, my fear of rejection was very powerful. I still struggle with it. I might turn that around to I accept myself the way that I am when I have a negative thought. So just practice those self-affirmations and do not talk negatively about yourself. And celebrate your achievements, no matter how small you think it is or how insignificant you think it is, celebrate it. So, give thanks when you've made progress in anything.
Yeah. And remember, let's reflect a little bit of what we have learned. So, self-love is a continuous journey. It's not something that, you make easily because of society, but it is a continuous journey. And it's a choice to prioritize yourself and your well-being. So before we wrap up, we'd like to have you, please subscribe to us on here and, check us out on YouTube, Facebook,
Yep.
Blue Sky, as well, and email us at joywithoutjustification@gmail.com.
So yeah, just real quick, we want to thank anybody that is listening. We feel that we do have a lot to say. We're a couple old men trying to put this together, but thank you so much. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of happiness, and choose self-love every day.
And so on that note, thanks for joining us. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace out.